From Murphy, North Carolina, Local TV 4 presents the Local Report.
Hello, I'm Christina Randall with Local TV 4. Law enforcement is looking for a Cherokee County man who is thought to have stolen a .357 Magnum handgun. Kevin Garrett Ledbetter is reportedly at large and considered armed and dangerous. According to the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office, Ledbetter is being accused of assaulting a female acquaintance Friday. A bolo was issued after he fled into a wooded area near Fall Branch Road and Hendricks Road. Authorities say Ledbetter is still at large and has outstanding warrants for larceny of a firearm and a misdemeanor. Ledbetter is a white male with red hair and was last seen wearing a black hoodie. Authorities say if you see Ledbetter to not approach him, but to call the Cherokee County Sheriff's Office.
Looking for those natural vitamins, herbs, and supplements? Look no further. The Whole Store in the Lakeside Plaza has the knowledge, stock, and ability to order what they don't have to serve your needs. Mark and Patricia Shields have spent years learning what herbs are all about. Come by the Whole Store in the Lakeside Plaza in Murphy, North Carolina, and let their knowledge work for you. The Whole Store, the tri-state area's go-to for vitamins, herbs, and supplements. Check out our frozen and cold sections also. The Whole Store.
Drivers are going to need to pay attention as a new speed limit is now in effect. The 1 mile stretch of Georgia 515 between the Glen Gooch Bypass and Murphy Highway in Blairsville has been reduced from 45 miles per hour to 40 miles per hour. The reduction was made to improve safety as it's one of the most congested corridors in town. A traffic study reports between 2018 and 2023, there were 309 crashes in the area. Out of the 309, there was 1 fatality, 81 injuries, and 227 with property damages. The Georgia Department of Transportation expects the speed reduction will lower the average frequency of crashes by 12%.
Hi, today we're going to talk about buying a home, especially here in the mountains. It's an adventure. And like any adventure, it helps to know the trail markers along the way. So today I want to break down the closing process and some of the terms you'll hear or see so you can feel confident from offer to closing. You place an offer and you and the seller negotiate and come to terms, and the offer is accepted. Once the offer is accepted, you're officially under contract. That means the buyer and seller have agreed to price and terms. The seller can't back out at this point or terminate the contract without being in breach. Next comes the due diligence period. And this is an important step for a buyer. This is the time for the buyer to investigate the property with home inspections, surveys, septic and well inspections, insurance quotes, loan finalization, as in North Carolina does not have loan contingency in their offer and purchase contract. So if the buyer is satisfied with the condition of the home and property, they move forward towards closing. If they found concerns, they can either renegotiate the price, ask for repairs or concessions, or terminate the contract. If the buyer does terminate the contract during the due diligence period, they are able to receive their earnest money back, but not any of the fees or inspection costs paid. It's all about making sure the home fits your lifestyle. You may also hear the word contingent. That just means certain conditions still need to be met, like financing, appraisal, or selling another property. Once the contingencies have met and the due diligence period is over, the home moves to pending status. Please note that many agents put the property straight into pending status and skip the contingency period. Then the contract is in the hands of the attorneys and lenders. North Carolina uses closing attorneys versus title companies, and they handle the final paperwork, funding, and closing prep. Now let's talk closed. Funds are transferred. Documents are signed. Celebration time, right? Almost. In North Carolina, buyers don't get possession until the deed is actually recorded at the courthouse by the closing attorney. And remember, terminology and timelines can differ depending on location. So having a local realtor on your side makes all the difference on this journey.
Coming up next is the extended forecast for Murphy, North Carolina.
Friday, showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm before 8 a.m., then a slight chance of showers between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Cloudy through mid-morning, then gradual clearing with a high near 69. West wind 5 to 10 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 60%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch, except higher amounts possible in thunderstorms. Saturday, a 50% chance of showers before 1 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 64. Calm wind becoming northwest around 5 miles per hour in the afternoon. Sunday, mostly sunny with a high near 44. Northwest wind 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Monday, partly sunny with a high near 36. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high near 50.
In news around the region, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation is investigating an officer-involved shooting in Cobb County. 27-year-old Hermelindo Morite Dista of Guatemala was shot and killed. According to GBI, Cobb County Police Department responded to a report of possible gunfire on Monday near a home in Marietta. When officers arrived, Morite Dista exited his home with a firearm in his hand. Officers instructed Morite Dista to drop the weapon. However, Morite Dista ignored the command and began pointing the weapon towards officers. Several officers then shot at Morite Dista, who was later pronounced dead. Morite Dista had an active removal order from the United States. No officers were injured in this incident. And that will do it for your local TV4 report. I'm Christina Randall.
From Murphy, North Carolina, Local TV4 presents the Local Report.